Always love seeing you in your element.
Why aren't you back in yours? Abusing your powers as owner of the hospital.
From your office.
No, your office.
No, actually, I've upgraded. Anywhere? For your information, you have it all wrong. You are going to be genuinely astounded about what I'm about to do.
Sure, you're just back to playing God.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't remember you having any complaints when playing God saved your life.
Is that what this is? Punishment? I wasn't grateful enough to you, so you go behind my back and get Erica to make you her partner?
You know, it's so funny how you can't seem to accept the fact that this had absolutely nothing to do with you.
But it has to do with something, right? I want to know what it is.
Miss Kane, could I get a moment?
Oh, yes, of course. Are you also going to be photographing me? Because
you really shook things up making David Hayward your partner, a known criminal.
Well, David Hayward has had his run-ins with the law, but...
I'd call faking your death more than a run-in, no? It was you who made the call to the governor that got him off the hook, and now you have him back at the helm of PVH.
I have a meeting to go to, if you'll excuse me.
You know, it's public knowledge that there's no love lost between the two of you. So why the sudden loyalty to such a notorious bad boy?
You know what Miss Kane has done here?
But she didn't answer my question.
She's done.
If I could just get one more second up.
Please.
Thank you, Ryan. Wow, she was such a vulture. Are they all such vultures? I mean, she was asking me incredibly personal questions.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple questions myself. Do I need to worry about you?
Always looking for a conspiracy.
So it was Erica's idea to give you reign over the hospital?
All right, you know, even if there was some manipulation on my part, it was only because I knew I couldn't count on you.
Count on me to what?
To help me get back to doing what I do best.
Oh, what is that? Making everyone around you miserable?
No, Greenlee. Saving lives. You know, there was a time when you would have been impressed by this coup. Maybe even wanted.
Oh my God, if I hear one more time how we're kindred spirits or how wrong Ryan is for me.
All right, you know something that's really funny? Here you do it again. You're making this about you. When in reality, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Then what is the truth, David?
Okay.
If you're not familiar with the concept, I'd be happy to explain it to you.
Let me say this, okay? Focusing on you was my biggest mistake.
Wow. Well, you won't get an argument from me.
Yeah, that's right. It kept me from my goal, okay? But you can rest assured that I am back in the business of performing miracles, and I can't wait to get started.
That's all I'm going to get. Huh?
Just know that you are going to be surprised when you find out.
That's incredibly reassuring. Thank you.
Wow. Levy really has you wired, doesn't he? You never used to be this paranoid.
You want something.
I already have everything I want. Can you honestly say the same?
Well, of course you don't have to be worried. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fabulous.
Really? Because I gotta tell you, the deal that you made with Hayward, giving him control of the hospital, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, I'll tell you what I told Caleb and Jackson. It was a business deal, and a very good one at that.
A business deal? Erica, come on. Hayward's reputation alone is a liability.
Well, everyone has a past, Ryan.
No, not like this. I heard you guys on the phone. At least I heard his side of it. And I heard him say to you, now we are even. What did you owe him?
Nothing. Well, you know David. He thinks everybody owes him something.
Erica, with our past, everything that we've been through, you know that you can trust me, right? You can trust me. So if he is somehow coercing you, you can tell me. I can help. If he had anything to do with the kidnapping, we can nail him.
The kidnapping?
Well, you don't have to be afraid.
Well, do you honestly think that if he had anything to do with my kidnapping, that I would team up with him?
I don't know. Just something seems off, that's all. And you know what? You are way too important to me just to ignore that.
Ryan, I didn't know that you still care so much. My goodness, to have such a handsome and charming man in my corner, I guess I'm a luckier woman than I even knew. It's very sweet of you to be concerned. But please don't worry, because I can handle David.
You know, Greenlee thought that too. In fact, she thought that she couldn't even live without him.
But I would never allow myself to be manipulated the way Greenlee did.
Now, you don't think that you would.
No, I don't think so. I know.
What are you doing, Erica? You made David your partner in this hospital to get back at me, didn't you?
Did you or did you not want to get rid of the hospital?
I would have remained owner to my last dying breath if it meant keeping David away from this place. You knew that.
Well, I still don't see what the problem is, because I am here to keep an eye on David. So, really, how much trouble can he cause?
Did she seriously just say that?
Hey, Greenlee.
You just gave David the worst weapon possible. Power.
Well, Greenlee, David actually saved your life. So I would think that you could muster some respect.
My respect went out the window when he faked his own death and almost let me take the fall for it.
Almost. That's the operative word.
Are you kidding me?
You know what? Let's take it easy for a second.
Wait a second. Are you seriously defending her?
No. I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing.
Well, then I guess I need a translator.
Okay, Erica's got a little bit of a point here. She does know David probably better than any of us, and if something happens, then I'm sure she can handle him.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming around like that. And hopefully someday you will too.
Doubtful.
All right, I'm a very busy woman. Take care.
Was I too over the top?
No. You played it just fine.
So you think she got it?
I think she did, but there's no way that her connection with David is clean.
David, nothing ever is. Wish we could have gotten more out of her.
More? We got absolutely nothing.
Oh, no, that's not true. Didn't you hear the way she was talking about him? Like he actually has some redeeming qualities? Sounded eerily familiar.
Like when you came back.
Exactly. David is inside Erica's head the same way he was in mine, making her think that she needs him.
Erica going on about David doesn't tell us what his bigger plan is, though.
No, but it's a start.
Well, I can tell that you're thinking about something. You gotta fill me in.
Yeah, something's just not adding up. I mean, yeah, David got to me, but that was over a matter of months. This thing with Erica, it's like it just happened overnight.
Yeah. Erica's always been so smart with David.
One could argue she even loathed the guy.
Something has definitely changed. We gotta figure out what that is.
What if we're just making it more complicated than it really is?
Meaning?
I mean, maybe this kidnapping really just shook her up. My dad said she hasn't been the same since she's got back. Maybe she's just really super vulnerable right now.
And David noticed and went in for the kill?
Sounds like him.
I don't know. I mean, vulnerability is one thing, right? But to take Satan himself on as your partner, that's a whole other level.
Did you see her shoes?
What? No.
It's a good thing you have my eagle eyes on. She was wearing last season's shoes.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that.
A fall heel in the middle of summer? That's like fashion suicide for someone like Erica Kane.
Ah, wow, yes. You know, it's not exactly the kind of proof I was looking for.
It's something.
It is something.
I've missed this. Working together. Feels like the old days.
Oh, not quite.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Well, then let me do the talking. Listen. When I think about how close I was to losing you, first on our wedding night, and then when you came back with David.
I'm sorry that I put you through
I thought
all
I was
that.
the one doing the talking here.
Have you met me?
Yes, I have, and I know I haven't shown it to you in a long time. But I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
So, no matter how many people try to get between us, it's so important for us to fight, to stick together, okay?
It's like I said at our non-wedding.
Non-wedding, that was so wrong.
Yeah, well, I still meant every word. I will always be by your side, whether you want me there or not.
Want.